Subscribe the channel. Please like and subscribe the channel. This is the place where you can learn Microsoft Intune. Today I am going to show you in this video how you can create a conditional policies uh, for the users signing from the trusted location, right? So if you are allowing or blocking allowing anything for your Windows devices or for any users, how you can enforce the multi-factor authentications and trust the locations so that user can only sign in into the corporate resources from the trusted IP locations or the specific trusted country. If it's any user is not belong to the trusted locations, they won't be allowed to sign in into the or access to the corporate resources. So how you can do this is the actually great tool, the conditional access. I have already mentioned many times in my video. The conditional access is very powerful tool, and you can apply and block. So before creating, make sure you're targeting only specific users for testing, and then for globally or for all the users. So where you have to go, this is Microsoft Intune portal. You have to go to the devices sections, right, and you see the conditional access policy. You must have access to you must have the proper permissions to access these permissions, and you see the conditional access is actually a tool used by the Azure Active Directory to bring a single together make a decision and enforce organization policy. So I'm gonna to create new policies and will show you quickly. So this is you see there are secure foundations under require multi-factor for the admins, require multi-factor authentication for all users, require multi-factor for management, and you see these compliance and legacy authentications, right? So I'm going to show you require multi-factor authentication for all user account and reduce the risk of, right? So I'm going to select this one and review and create. Okay, and you see the policy name is automatically, you can give it name, so you can just turn on for report only and or just turn on, so whatever you like. So you see apply to all users, current users excluded, and it will apply it for all users and all application. This is the simple. You can use the template. Okay, I see some error, but this is the, let me turn over for report only and create. Okay, because first time it will allow only to turn on report only, and if you go to the policy, now I have created this policy here, right? So require multi-factor authentication for all users, so it's only for report only. You can now add it and turn on, right? You see here it look like you are about to manage organization. That's great. You must first disable the security default before enabling this, so you can turn on this and save it here so that it will apply, right? So you can always delete, you can modify it. So now what you have to do here, you have to click on the conditions here in the condition tab and go to the, you can create another policy. You don't want to modify, don't modify it, but I am modifying. You can create another policy as well. So you have to go to the conditions, because it's a condition you want to apply on certain iOS, Android, Windows phone or Windows devices, Mac OS, Linux. So I'm going to show you in the location. So control access based on the physical location. If you click on learn more, it will show you. So what is the location condition in conditional access, right? So you see here how, and this require multiple, you can block access from the service to a specific country. So let's say I'm enabling one, configure yes, and then you can select the all trusted location or select location. If you give the location, then you see multi-factor trusted IP. So you have to give the range of in this multi-factor authentication trusted IP policy, and then you can trust it. So you see here you can add more, right? So if you have already created, you can, or you can just allow trusted location. I will show you how you can add the trusted location as well, and I have already made video on this, how you can add the trusted location, so that you will see all trusted location here. So this is so if any users are will try to access your company resources, then only we will allow. Other than the trusted locations, it will not allow. If you select any location, then it will be as accessible from all other locations. So make sure you're protecting this data. If user is in office or any geolocation, you can trust your location or IP address or range or country, and then turn on this policy. You see, so you should turn on. I think I have to disable some security default, then I will be able to. So I'm just turning on safe. You'll see it's there. So first it's the report only, but you can turn on later on, because I have to disable the default policy, then it will work. Okay, so this is the actually great tool. You can always have a look, and you see the name location here, right? So as I mentioned, right, that how you can define the name location, so that so you can give the IP range location here, right? You can upload or mark as a trusted location. You can give the name and click on add, right? So you can give the range something like, I'm just giving 192.168. something. I mean, you can give a range, right? You can give any range, right? And then you can trust this location. You can also add new location if you want to learn more about the ranges, right? Or you can give it the name IPv6. You can configure up to 195 name locations, right? You see here, and configure you can 2000 IP range, right? The both IP are supported. The number IP address contained in the range of limit. So you see here, and it will show the location as well, right? I will show you. So this is where you can trust the IP, and if you want to search for location, like I am searching for let me say include on United States. Okay, I'm selecting United States, India. Okay, India, and then I'm give US plus India. Okay, determine based on the GPS coordination. You can also when location will be GPS coordinations, you can also define them. User will be prompted by the authenticator, but I would prefer to based on the IP address, not on by the GPS coordinations, but you can do that. Click on next, and you see the name locations here, US and India. Now if you go to this policy here again and click on this one, and under the conditions, trusted locations, right, select the locations, click this one, and you see I have just created US and India. So you can select the US and India, right, and click it, right? So and apply this conditional access policy. I hope you have learned how you can apply to this conditional access policy to the geolocation or country location. Well then, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.